Osayo, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to today's episode of RimWorld. First off, I would like to apologize for not streaming for the past week or so, but I'm not gonna. I know what? You usually apologize when you don't stream, huh, Crow? What's going on? I have been having the mother of all migraines since basically my birthday, back on the 21st. And it has not been fun. Some of y'all may even right now notice that I'm not even appearing on screen, or at least my avatar is not. That is because my avatar requires a source of light to operate off of my mouth movements, basically for facial tracking and tracking of head and body. However, I am sitting in the dark. Yeah. Why am I sitting in the dark? Migraines. And this needs to move, or at least spread out. And on top of that, all I could have. There were some days I could have streamed, but I didn't want to risk it because you can see how bright this game is. I just did not want to ag- aggravate my migraine even more. There were points where I had lost all recognition of the written language. Yeah, that's actually an extreme one of the most extremely rare auras when it comes to migraine. First time it happened to me, I was freaked out. I thought I was having a stroke, and I immediately went to the ER, only to find out no, it was well, actually, it was a I completely lost the entire ability to speak, not the read, but the more I'm doing research on migraines, the more I'm learning it's just not regulated to speech. So there were days I literally could not have streamed because I was just going off of pictures, and I do not, without the ability to read, I do not know what these any of these are. I basically cannot play this game because I don't know would not have known what was going on over here. Yeah, visitors. Yeah. So, yeah, that's for the most part. Yeah, I have been horribly under the weather. Like, ooh, passive cooler. Problem is, this isn't our game today. This is my personal game. This is my Darksyde run, and guess what? We're going to be doing Darksyde today, which I have found like I've actually been enjoying kind of being the kind of the I wouldn't say amoral of it all, the amorality of it all, but delving into the darker side of RimWorld, which like everybody goes there. So let's hit to the main menu. I have cleared up the mod list, and we cannot go back to our old saves. Just to let y'all know that to the Mechanitor series, because that save is thoroughly corrupted. I or those saves are thoroughly corrupted. I don't know what went wrong, but something went wrong, and I don't know what went wrong, but something went wrong. So watch y'all's ears. I am going to pause this, and I am going to not pause the game, mind you, but I'm going to pause what I was listening to because right now I'm monologuing. I'm not going to be monologuing that much because I'm going to be explaining, doing my usual thing. But watch your ears because here comes the music. Also, Kafefe. Or is it Kavivi? Cough cough? Wait, I cough all the time, but now where is here it is. So, new colony. My favorite start of what's here is not actually crash landed. My favorite start is actually Last Command, which I believe is introduced with the what is it, kill switch mod? Because there's this and the veteran, and I'm not so sure about the veteran because it automatically gives you things that I may or may not want. By the way, this gladiator sucks. So far, this storyteller is a from the workshop. I really like her. He's not too ruthless like a well, Cassandra Classic. He's not. She's rather predictable, unlike Randy Random, and she's more chill than a Phoebe Chillax. So we're going to go with the songstress here. And here, the anomaly threats, rare, anomaly threats, active, balance, study efficiency. Burn default. No, we're going to keep the anomaly, which starts it all. So we're going to advance. We're going to do the largest possible map. Pollution down to 0. Landmarks all the way up. Caves systems down to 0. Mountains I have found for this particular map, Ishara. Mountains right around 120, 125% is pretty good. I like crowded population. Now, the way I see it, I would actually like to go higher temperatures and higher rainfall. Actually, yeah, actually, I would like to go higher temperatures and higher rainfall, but that automatically results in more rainforests and not temperate, more temperate forests. So we go down one tick on a temperature and up one tick on a rainfall. We are not going. No, no, no. We're going to be sticking with a 50% because that generates so far the best I have been able to. My ears. The best I've been able to seed games map with to a be kind of geologically similar to Pangea Ultima, or is it Pangea Supra? The one scientists predict, the continent geologists and all predict, will be far in the future when Asia and North America and the American continents collide again. Not the original Pangea, but the future one, where Australia may or may not kind of take up the spot of where Antarctica is right now, or where Antarctica moves up and merges with Australia. Oh, imagine the horrors that to be unleashed there. Not only do you have the biological engineering that's gone on with Australia, but you have the eldritch horrors of Antarctica. H.P. Lovecraft, eat your heart out. So, I will. I was gonna say, it's not usually here. It's not where I want it, but I usually start in the. Basically, my main area is right in here because Fudgy. Fudginator. I hit exit, thinking it. I keep doing that when thinking it'll close everything out, but it won't. Instead of that, just backtracks it. Yeah, there was even a day I couldn't even stand that. My ears couldn't stand the sound of my own voice because it was so painful. I had to wear my noise canceling headphones, which are not the headphones I'm currently using right now. But yeah, I'm going to be going in. I generally like setting up in here, not just because of the idyllic meadow. Screw that. See, every time I want to hit exit, I just want to close these out, but no, that's not possible. I have to just minimize this and just move that. Because this is the general area where one of my main characters resides, lives, is domiciled at, do whatever. The other one would be... Well, if you cut most of this off, that'd be somewhere right around in here. Where Ares Rock currently is. But it would actually, a lot of the maps, the future predicted maps show that area completely flooded into an inland sea. And that is kind of the where the main city of magic users is in Chronicles of Ashara. Yeah, come to find out, Australia in the future, well, Australia in a Chronicles of Ashara, is still as dangerous as it is in real life. If no other fact, then that's where the highest concentration of magic wielders is. Generally, I like using, if this one's got the stuff for it, Pollen Frenzy, River Source. I like using this one here, but I found it kind of has problems when I'm building. Are these okay? They're neutral. Neutral. Okay. I would like to, but no. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that won't do. I don't think that'll do either. I think sandstone granite. It's the granite and marble I'm after. Pollen Frenzy biome transition. There is a risk of setting up in idyllic meadows that well, let's see if there's any randomizers where the center there is really no hints of water in the center. Like in this area or this area. No. Reroll. I want the... That's still the best. No, there's water right there. Water right there. I think that's water right there. No, this is still the best. So, I'm going to load a pre-existing religion which I created, Pax Draconis. And I'm going to go into Pawn Editor. Actually, Pawn Editor. And I'm going to load starting preset. The Cola Consortium. I'm going to go to human likes. New arrivals, new arrivals, new arrivals. Okay. Just bump all this all the way up. I tried to base the Pax Draconis on the overall Asharan philosophy, but there's really no precepts that actually really allow me to encompass the general Asharan mindset. So, slavery's allowed, torture's allowed, execution. Actually, we could just go here. So yeah, genetic failures are accepted in the majority of Asharan. Hybrids accepted. Fuel to travel between settlements, you really got to compare. Got to prepare. Skeletal usage factors between religions, but there's necromancy, or what most people would know as necromancy. So, and it's not really a taboo magic. So, torture is acceptable. Dragon bonding. Dragons are highly, highly revered in the Chronicles of Shara to the point of almost being divine entities. Nobody's really seen a dragon, but people know they exist. Somehow, they're not regarded as gods. Well, some regard them as gods, but generally they are the companion. Like, if you have the gods, they are the companions to the gods. It's kind of they're not angels. They are dragons. They're not demons either. There's two types of demons in Chronic of Shars. The common one, commonly known, referred to as, aren't actually demons. Oseo Fleetfoot, how you doing? Look, all Sooties are dragons, but not all dragons are Sooties. But as I was going to say, there are actually two types of demons. The most commonly referred to ones are actually more akin to Nephilim from the Jewish Torah, I believe. I don't know if they actually appear there, but also in the Christian Bible. But they are just regarded as now as true demons. Yes, those exist. Those supernatural entities. But okay, spouses, for spouses, both men and women, it's kind of common. Ooh, yeah. Which ones you got, Fleetfoot? What flavors? Please don't say barbecue. Barbecue is my least favorite type of a cracker and chips. Growth vats, basically artificial accelerated growth is seen as a not natural. Void study, that harkens back to the magic and knowledge. Execution, horrible if innocent. Blinding size sense, a lot of blind people. That harkens back to the one of the key things in key themes I've ascribed to the series is in what is in the world of darkness the blind man is king, which harkens to all wise men are fools, for the only thing they know is nothing. Not barbecue. But I do love sour cream and onion. Cannibalism is abhorrent, even though it was one of the main things, one of the main survival mechanisms. Drugs, yeah. Social, yeah. Eating aliens, abhorrent. Disfigurement, a lot of warriors are disfigured, but nobody really cares except for fertility normal. Child learning, except for in a few cultures, it is actually highly regarded that should be children should be remain children. Maternal mortality is basically nullified because a Chronicles of Ashar is a science fantasy setting. Not a lot of people think it's just a fantasy setting, swords and sorcery. No, it is basically swords and lasers. We're more akin to a sword than modern day bright, but with just a little bit more advancement in technology to the point of a cyberpunk 2077. Or if you want to put it another way, Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy 7 onwards, depending on what technology is being used by that society. Eating nutrition paste, different. This reflects the adventurers' need, the adventurers guild culture of slay it, then saute it. Blindness, come on, you don't put people's eyes out just for any no good reason. A- Alien appearances. Each different Sharan species is considered weird to another. Child labor, disapproved, corpses. Again, this harkens back to necromancy, the eclipse. This harkens to the Sharans' use of their 4 moons and using as prophetic signs, especially for major historical prophecy stating aliens acceptable, alien races nobody cares. Slavery is just acceptable. It's a fact of life. Deal with it. Diversity of thought. No, nobody really cares what you think. Slavery is acceptable. Physical love. Tavern, wenches, prostitution. Party members of the adventurer group. A lot of cultures. No rules on clothing either. And everything from here, the acceleration, driving, and all. I just put that in there because just to make sure it is allowed. Marital names, totally random. Some can have the last surname. Some can take on the maiden name. Some can just not be renamed. Kneeling pillow. Yeah, rather than a pew, because pew is more of a specific cultural thing, and you can just sit around just listening or kneeling in a lot of cultures. No rituals, no rolls, no relics, no weapons, just nothing, and a whole and everything. Never, 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 never. I'm gonna have to fix that. But oh well, I'm just gonna ignore that right now. I may fix that later on, which I actually can. So, in this playthrough for our Darksyde run, we have a Corvus, which I had to generate again because of all the screw up, and it just says a Savannah. If anything, it's Samantha. That was a name she kind of went by before the Drakisa's naming conventions and all kicked in. Samantha was her nickname, her ick name. A moniker that was just given to her, which in the Drakisa language, it equates to like Pocahontas, troublemaker, rebel, Stormbringer, Heart of the Storm. We've got Risha Damar. I use this spelling because because her father's name is actually spelt this way, with the lowercase d as in the Mar, as in the warrior. But her mother took it on as this to kind of hide the identity of her father. Because everybody knows who Nikolai Demar is. And this particular spelling of Demar really pisses her off. Because when in a relation to her actual name, Risha, it actually translates into Little Kitten of Destruction. She does not like to be referred to as a kitten or a child. She does not like that name. So she retains her maiden name, Damar, instead of Damar or the warrior. Because Risha in several languages, as far as I've been able to develop, is like is associated with cats, particularly the young kittens, and their habit of being rebellious and getting into a whole lots of trouble. Because Risha, it's a kind of the one of the condensed words of Rakshasa, which are, I'll leave it to you. Now, Sudi, this right here, I always regard it whenever you put anything right here is their nickname that pops up. So her name is actually, her nickname, her common name is Sudi. She insists her actual name is Ajankat. Sudi insists her actual name is Ashencat. Her royal name. Her pure blood royal name is Ashencat. No, of course nobody believes her. Yep. Fleetfoot's correct, because Fleetfoot's actually the original owner and creator of Risha. But I could reveal to y'all what I've developed as Risha's actual name, the one given to her by her father, but Risha is the one given to her by her mother. And she, at the current point and stage of her life, has not really come to reconcile with what her father is and the path she is currently going on to basically unless you want me to say reveal that information, Fleetfoot, even though I've not told you about it. It's kind of what I've developed so far in my writings, which may or may not never be disclosed. But yeah, Risha is actually Fleetfoot's character that he's so generously allowed me to manipulate and to actually build upon the story. Actually, a lot of the story is derived from Risha, just her pushing it, her being there. Now, Sooty. All self-important, all greedy, mine. Rich, the name, her father gave her is how to pronounce it? Well, it's basically Rakshasha. As I mentioned, Risha is basically the condensed version of Rakshasa. But it's not spelled Rakshasa, it's spelled R-I along. So it's not a Rikshasa, it's a Rikshasa. If you like kind of really, if you're really saying it. And it denotes her, not chaoticness, but the pat. He knew what she would become, and Fleetfoot already knows. I've already told Fleetfoot how I see Risha developing, and that name, the name her father gave her, she will assume she will take on when she becomes that that person, I guess you could say. I do not know if she will keep the spelling of Demar, or in some cases it's pronounced Demur. It depends on culture, and and a lot of times it's gotten the person who's actually pronouncing it in trouble because there are so many ways of spelling it, and so many people have gotten it wrong that so many fights have broken out over it, and so many things have been stolen because of it. Yeah, I haven't determined if she keeps this type of spelling or goes to this spelling, the warrior. Yeah, she becomes Rashasha. Well, she takes on the name Rashasha. Harkening to some of the aspects of real life Rakshasas and D&D Rakshasas and Rakshasas from all throughout the literature, and not exactly being a. Well, I'm not going to reveal that part because Fleetfoot actually may draw the connotations between the name and a. Let's see, a Cat universe, D&D. What is it? Hinduism. Her being the Princess of Cats, or well, the Saint of Cats, Princess of Thieves. And as I said, Sooty. We don't know where she comes from, really who she is. Sooty just appeared one day and never left. And I don't think she'll ever leave. And Corvus, I'm not going to get into Corvus right now. Because, boy, that is a bit heavy. But anyways, I'm basing this on her Transformers version. Because I made her a Predacon. I could have made a special species for this, but I may in the future. But this particular species right here, the Coracle, is perfect for Sooty. Because otherwise, I'd have to actually use the cat animal Sooty, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, anyways, this is my the Cola Coalition run, the quote-unquote Darksyde run. Yeah, Sooty just is. Don't question it. Actually, Sooty does serve an important part, and it may not be the part you think. let's just equate. Let's just say this: the void watches. But yeah, I've basically got. Why is that cinnamon there? No, I'm gonna get rid of this one. We've got basically our milk dragon, sheriff and deputy, who are basically Rishes or gravitate towards Risha. We got grandma and old mod, or actually a Corvus's, and Betty, who is just Betty. And of course, we got a rooster, and we got hens, and we got dogs. These dogs are basically a Corvus's kennel. She has a lot more, but there's one dog a few dogs in here I'd like to put in, but they don't got. And of course, we've got the the mecha, the mechanoids, which, I had a pain trying to figure out what to use. Throughout this entire play game, I have really liked playing the Mechanitor, but just something about it. They basically all have these shields. They're electrified, meaning they can charge batteries when they're passed. Laser eyes, meaning better focus, carrying weight, because why not? Reinforced frames. This nuclear battery is it's questionable assisted control, basically lowering their bandwidth. Alpha optimization, they're a lot better. Charge. Almost none of this is in the base game. Almost all of this comes from mods. So, but anyways, and if we go to new arrivals, I know it doesn't. They actually they do show up. The animals and mechs. Come down through here. And the mechs, it only shows a Vesper arc. But okay. And this is basically kind of the starting gear. Just basically food, sweets, junk food, kibble and hay for everybody. Actually, sodas, sweets, relaxants, because Arisha somehow, no matter how thorough a Corvus is on a packing for these quote unquote dungeon dives, these quote unquote adventures, Risha just seems to somehow smuggle in her stash. Cause where is that? No, get over here. Cause Budweiser. Sing what is it? Tsingtao. We had the smoke leaf. The chocolate is actually a Corvus, but hey, who doesn't like chocolate? Well, my brother doesn't like chocolate, but he'll still eat it, so milk beer. And this other stuff is basically kind of what I think would have fallen along with them from the ship they were going on, except for the field cannon. That is Risha just being Risha and bringing along some of her weapon collection. It's like, Corvus is like, you brought a field cannon! Why? We don't have the ammunition! And City's like, you brought chocolate! Why? It won't keep! We got RTGs for the basic power. And this is just to cover the fact that I'm getting so damn tired of not really having power. At the start of it, or constant power, and gold, obsidian, well, two types of obsidian, but that's scattered. But yeah, we've got a basis covered here for a good. It's like, you brought chocolate, it won't even stay. And Corvus is like, you brought Pepsi with you. And Rich is like, you brought Coca-Cola. And City's back there like, don't look at me. I brought Fanta. Well, let's just start this thing if it'll start. I would have been streaming earlier, but I was having a time working out bugs. Now that my migraine's cleared up for the most part. My head still hurts, but my migraine clears up, is cleared up for the most part. Speaking of which, coffee. But yeah, I wouldn't say Risha is an addict. In Chronicles of Ashara, her very nature does not allow her to become addicted to substances. Her being a Kuar, or specifically because of who her father is, the settings version of a Nephilim, not Corvus, but Risha, while she can get high, she can get drunk, she can get stoned, cannot get addicted to the substances. You know, like chemical addiction, a biological addiction. And here we go. And this is actually the my favorite start because we've already got some buildings, some ruins, and like on my previous one, before my migraine kicked in, I was using this and I discovered kind of the real purpose of these ruins, which I may or may not reveal. Yeah, as they're saying with Risha, she likes to. It's not necessarily. It's kind of her way of relaxing. Corvus tinkers, Risha gets high. Bad habit? Yes. Habit? Yeah, but not physically dependent. Risha gets high, she gets drunk, she gets stoned, she gets into bar fights. If Risha's bored, that means trouble's about to happen. And Risha, for the most part, is generally bored. Ah, crap. I was wanting to avoid this. If this is actually water. Crap, that's actually water. Okay, need colonist bed. Uncontrolled. So, usually I would have the mechanitors go around to control these things, but screw that. You are a Vesperus. You are going to Corvus. You are a cleaner. You're going to Sooty. Because Sooty needs her Roombas to ride around on. Let me not get that heart. I'm suddenly reminded about the earlier, one of my earlier on a live streamed runs where I first had Sooty be a mechanitor. That was actually quite a funny run too. The way I played it out was Sooty thought she could outdo Corvus in being able to command the droids, and so she brought the droids along, and not Corvus. So to a location that was to an old city, using the I think Ancient Ruins mod that was entirely full of ancient dangers. Every single building was an ancient danger. And when they dropped down, I didn't know this was the first time using like doing this outside of prepare carefully, and City had control of some of them. Basically, the one clean sweeper I brought along, but not. Oh, Corvus, which ones did I give you? Oh crap. I gave you the lifter. But City had control, somehow had managed to take control of one a um droid, the clean sweeper. So I just kind of imagined it as City riding around on her clean sweeper as she went through the entire complex's opening doors. And then, for some reason, she got into a final door of an ancient danger. Yeah, I'm a obscured in the Firefox. Okay, that's Freya. That's a combat. That is Corvus, because Corvus is basically the quote-unquote warrior of this one, Lancer Corvus. But as I was saying with the story, Sooty got opened one door to a small hive of enemy mechanitors, not mechanoids. Somehow, it had a war queen attached to it. I was not playing on that difficulty, but still, it had a war queen attached to it, commanding it. That war queen somehow took control of the other droids that the party had brought along, including their own war queen. Sooty, while still in control of her clean sweeper Roomba, just kept going on, like nah, like that's interesting, and just kind of went on to the next door. All hell broke loose. Risha started setting everything on fire because she's a pyromaniac. And Corvus and I just had Corvus said, nope, screw this. And she noped out. Basically saying, this is y'all's problem, not mine. I did not sign up for this. Even though I actually could have had Corvus well, along the story wise, take control of the entire mechanoid hive there that had assimilated the mechanoids they had brought along. Story wise, and it was fitting for Corvus's personality. Said, nope, you're on your own on this one. You created this mess. You can deal with it. And all the while, Rish is indulging in her pyromania. Agrahan, that goes to Sooty. Because for Sooty remains at camp. She's kind of like the camp guard and all. Advanced Constructoid. And since I don't have Stormbringer with me, basically who is the homebody, who is basically the camp master, all these are going to Sooty. But yeah, all that story there of them landing, basically kind of the droids rebelling, saying, no, we're not going to work with you on this one until you capitulate to our demands. That's the way I kind of did the narrative. Because this is actually, even though this is a game, this creates stories. Disassembler, that goes to Corvus. Freya, Corvus. And as an author, I just could not let it go that Sooty, in her high and mighty opinion of herself, thought herself better a controller of the mechanitors than a Corvus. So in the end, she proved not to be, despite being able to control the one quote-unquote Roomba, who was just actually following her along because I had it set to like escort. I know I'm more involved in the AI. Ah, crap. I set it to feral. Disassembler. Not make feral. Assign to overseer. Corvus. Son of a bitch! Well, some resurrections are in order because... Mechanoid need repair. You want to know what? Screw this. Ugh. Everybody's going ham on each other. Not make feral. Okay, make feral. They've gone feral. Oh crap, they're going to nuclear detonate. Recruit. See right there. They just jump scared each other. Story-wise, somebody got jump scared. I'm going to play the resurrection of the animals off as them having been stunned by the jump scare, and the mechs going like a kind of automatically just say the cannon fire of the mechs jump scaring the animals to a having fainted, because you know kind of some of those jump scares do just kind of make you black out. Okay. Close. Uncontrolled mechs. This is going to be pain. Yeah. We'll deal with that later. Lancer, Corvus. This is actually taking a lot. This is already a lot shorter than what I normally be. Mechanoids repair needed. Yeah. Disassembler, Corvus. Somebody's fighting. You know, I should just let them fight it out, all out, and solve this later. See, jump scares. We'll deal with this later. For right now, there was a jump scare happened. Everybody's up in full panic. We don't know why right now. We don't know why things are up in panic. Something's on fire. Somebody wasn't keeping their finger off the trigger or their thoughts away from shoot. Now were they? Or kill, huh, Sooty? Control! You must maintain control! course, Corvus is over there doing what she can. Don't worry about it. Corvus will repair these things. Or that's the way the story's going to... I'm going to have the story be told. The animals... Well, they were actually hit and all. They were just... They were concussed. Yes. Concussed by the explosions. Oh boy, this is a pain in my butt. I could do this with a, carefully prepare carefully, but that has some problems and interactions with other mods I'm currently using that I do not want to have happen. Christine Strider. Yes, I know they need repair. Lifter, Sooty. These things are dangerous as hell, as just shown, because that, just one of those did this. And that's why I brought him along. Advanced Lifter, Sooty. See, we're already getting into the fun of things. Firefox goes to Sooty. Eva goes to Sooty. We just need Chrome going to Corvus because it's been weaponized. Advanced Constructor, Sooty. Vesperus. Corvus. Who the hell brought the gladiator? Something tells me it was Sooty, hoping to get control of it. She failed once again. Something about kill mine. You're not obeying me. That kind of all is mine and I shall kill it as I see fit mentality has something of an ill effect on a combat mechanoids when it comes to Sooty. Such as frickin' this! Corvus, because of the nature she is, doesn't have any problems controlling her violent side. Oh, the assembler. That goes to Sooty. But first things first. Corvus. Mechs. No, not here. I want mech. No, I want overseer. Corvus. No, I didn't check. Yeah, get used to this not being here. Don't ask me what's causing a Corvus to move so fast. She just is. I have yet to figure that out. Resurrect. Resurrect, because I am not having my puppers go down like this. Great Pyrenees. Or my chica. Or my chicons. Which auto magically. Oh, dang nabbit, I don't got the thing down here. Oh, that's good. Because I can. I still would like to know what's making Corvus move so fast. And I know I'm using dev mode, but I want to get this done and over with. Dragon! Chicken! We are not having nuggies turned out like that. With buckshot in it. Have you ever even... Or no, not buckshot, birdshot. Have you ever had that? You can stay dead, because I find you entirely useless, because I can't do anything with you. Sooty apparently decided to go to bed. Fruit. I guess she was sleeping and dreaming while all that was happening, because Corvus went and ducked and covered, and now she has to deal with this deal with all this and sort it out like a sign. You want to know what? Screw it. Burn, 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 till shut off. Nope, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. I refuse. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Everybody just got scared and were not hurt. Their feelings may have gotten hurt, but they themselves did not get hurt according to the story. I don't care what I wrote previously says, quote unquote, the video shows. This was just a Sooty being Sooty again. This is why you don't let Sooty be in control of the more dangerous mechanoids. Wait a minute. You're not going out like that. Wait, did Corvus go out too? Oh, no, 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 no. I thought... Fudge. You know what, let's just... You even lost your Mac. Now this I want to resurrect. Disassembler, no. We're going to recruit it. Assign to a Corvus. And we're going to come into the work. Corvus, disassembler, and we're going to take everything off. And actually, we're going to tell it not to automatically disassemble. Assign to Overseer, that would be Sooty. Assign to Overseer, Sooty. Resurrect, recruit, assign to Overseer, Sooty. Resurrect, assign to Overseer, Corvus. It's out of energy. It won't work, you know. Let's see. Assign to Overseer, Sooty. Okie dokie. Are you dead? Oh no, Grandma died even though she was so young. Yeah, she was only 633. Yeah, I know. That jump scare just made everybody just power the frick down. How did they get in here? Okay, this will be the barn. Usually this isn't the barn. Who is not down? I mean, who continues to be down as in needs to be brought back online? Recruit, that is a Strider. That goes to Corvus. Sooty. I've got a great idea. Okay, who's going squish, squash? Oh, okay. Okay, that's going squish, squash. That's a disassembler. City? Wear this. I mean, Richard, wear that. Just the two's basically kind of inseparable. Where one goes, the other seems to go as well. Now to come out here and manage. Cut everything. You're not going to repower it that way, you know. Assigned to Overseer Corvus. Resurrect. Stop it! Assigned to City. Assigned to City. I swear, these machines. Corvus, you repairing it like that's not going to get it back up again, you know. Yeah, just me, myself, and I. The only people I actually truly know. Except for the other voices in my head, which they don't like some of the other voices I hear, so. Are you dead? No, dude. I just feel dead. Pausing it every time I resurrect these guys. Because assholes are going to be assholes and follow their programming. Even if they don't possess any weaponry. It's that damn IFF signature that it doesn't recognize. It is the other. Corvus, you keep doing that, and it's not going to do anything. Just to make sure you are out of power. Don't see how you can be out of power so quickly. Assigned to Overseer Corvus. Agrahan goes to Overseer City. Overseer City. But yeah, you can't really predict what's going to go happen in these games. You just got to go with the flow. And I was watching like a few videos, and while during my convalescence, and one of them came up with a like your RimWorld problem, and come to find out, a lot of people don't try treat video games as a story being told. They seem it's just a game. They have to win. Look, nobody died. They just got all big boo-boos in this story, okay? Until the story demands they die. Until then, they got plot armor. Just lay down and die. Meow, meow. No, not I. just rather lay down and die. Just making sure everybody's getting everything. Okay, okay. Sooties. Sooty was like, "Ooh, I should shoot that." And what's wrong with Sooty? Did something get blown off? You are not sitting around when you... I don't freaking care. Get your butt up. I know you wanted a snooze. You got a snooze. I know you had to have your cat nap. You've had your cat nap. Everything is... I was going to say mine or ours, but City's going to claim it as hers. Just allow everything on the map. There, you have access to food. And it hit me instead of going around the easy way. Oh, stop! You're not going to fix that thing, you know. Orvis. Stop fixing that thing. It'll repair it. It'll recharge itself in time. These that are down will remain down. And I am refusing to allow that to happen. Stop laying down on the job. Oh, fire. Busy little ants, aren't they? And oftentimes I gotta zoom out because okay, sleeping quarters, sleeping quarters, sleeping quarters. At least this up through here is not flooded. Only this over here is. Which still sucks, because usually this is my early stock room. Oh, stop being a baby. Manage zones, roof. Don't ask me how she's doing it. She's just got moving that fast. She has the zoomies. I honestly don't want to know how she's moving that fast besides perception. If time is perception, then she's definitely perceiving time differently than everybody else. Everybody up, the mechs are moving faster because that's basically how they were made to be, or modified to be, to move fast. Let me tell you, when it comes to moving fast, as a lucid dreamer, I can move fast in my dreams. Now, the turning part and slowing down is another story entirely. So I'm going to turn that off. Energy, health, energy, health. It's slowly regaining its energy. Well, it's also self-repairing, so this will be over in a day. So don't worry about it. Ooh. Let's start building off of this. Okay, I heard a tweet. Oh. Okay. See, this start offers you something to work with, but it's not necessarily anything, well, really anything more than if you would just settle like in an ancient ruin. Like a city ancient ruin. As a matter of fact, it provides less. Ooh, we've got Kyber crystals. Good, 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 good. I don't know what. Just deconstruct this entire thing. Just deconstruct that, please. If you can move. Something tells me you cannot move. This I did not perceive, because you did it previously. Oh, you could not move, because you were not assigned. And you're being lazy butts, I see. And you will regain your energy in time. And you are repairing. It'll be in about 3 hours. Dormant self-charging. And it must be day. Why is Corvus snoozing if she's a night owl? Oh, well, I was going to say, oh, because it's 4 p.m. No, it's 4 a.m. Not bad. Oh, wait, can't do that. She's currently taking a snooze. Something tells me stop. Those deconstructors aren't worth the money I brought them with. The money I used to bring them here. Or the points that they automatically add towards raids. Okie dokie, that Time for looking for structures so I don't have to use resources. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Ooh, what do we have here? Mithril. I could. Oh, hello. Uninstall that, please. I would have more expected a plasteel. There's the Mexico again. They just like firing their cannons to hear their own audio ring. So in a sense, they are actual true battle mechs. Under a Corvus's control, who is a mech warrior. Doggos, what are you doing out here? You're going to get in trouble. Let's tame a dust bunny. Not those damn sparrows. Crows, yes. Sparrows, no. And from the overview you're getting, just think of it as as someone in orbit. Just kind of I'll send them this. Oh, hello. Crap. I'm going to have to destroy this. Or I could build copy. I'm destroying it. I can't reinstall it, which sucks. Why can't you reinstall a wood-fired generator? It's not like it's, I was going to say bolted down onto the ground, but logic kind of dictates, yes, it would be attached to the ground somehow. However, I know for a fact you can move those. Move a wood-fire generator, a wood-fire steam boiler. Ooh, Jade. Now, if it was only first name Mara, then it would have been better. No. Would have been better if they had followed the entire at least. Well, Rogue One kind of followed the expanded universe of Star Wars, but the rest, hell no. Snoozing in the storeroom. You know, ooh, Grail caskets. Oh man. And no, I'm not going to leave it because I'm tired of it, and I'm not going to change the song because what the hell? If it's a Christmas one. So, unknown. It's all been stockpiled. So, what I want to do is make this for dining. Build copies. Ooh, look! Ship computer core. We need to actually cover that up. I wonder how that got there. Fire! Fire! Like, seriously? The slightest bit of hostility and these droids go nuts. What setting does Corvus have these on, anyways? I know my voice is sounding a bit I haven't been talking as much. since the migraine. But no, seriously. Okay, we at... Yeah, freaking nabbit. What are you going after? Turret disabled! Turret disabled! Turret disabled! Not Corvus. Sooty. So, it would appear I need to arrange the mix. By capability. Yeah, where is that one? There we go. Militor. Only about 3, Theras? Order 66. Now where's 42? Let's make sure none of those are the ones that should be... Okay. Order 66 until 42. 42. Order 66. I'm leaving you on 1 because you can't move worth shit. Order 66. $42. Because you are the answer. And 66. There we go. Waiter. Fleetfoot, I'll look at that after the stream. For everybody else, I know there nothing appeared in chat, but some Fleetfoot did something in Discord, and I'll check it out later. Okay, homebodies are issue 1, issue 1. For like, let's see, not single purpose, but a household droids are on 1. Work droids are on 2. Technically, the para is on 3. The foxes are on 4. And apparently there's only 1 fox currently active. I only brought 1 fox. which I should have brought 4 of them. Just about, I brought 4 of just about every one. Y'all can stay there. The ones that I felt would... No longer incapacitated and walking. Good. Y'all can just hibernate. 1, dormant recharge. Group 2. Work smart. Work 3. Group 3. Work smart. Thinking, what's causing the thumping? But it's just me. Yeah, I basically got almost 2 of every dog, of 2 of the dogs that I wanted. I'm gonna have to... Asymmetry! I want that destroyed. What's causing the thumping? So that's the second time and I didn't do anything to it. Is it the Mechanitors? I mean the Mechanator? I keep referring to the Mechanitors as the mechs. That's the animals. Okay, that's Eve. Auto repair. Group 1 remains within the home. Within the home area. The gladiator is just me. Knees. Just moves a little bit, shuts down. Moves a little bit, shuts down. So, this is assigned to... Seriously, what's causing the thumping? Is something big coming? Need recreation. Or is that just like earthquakes? Because if that's just earthquakes, never mind. Or it could just be the animals. Because it doesn't happen when I'm out far. Only when I'm up close. But first... Oh, that could be it. I'm turning your turrets off. Ah, crack, 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 crack. And see, it's already coming back, so it grows back real fast. Oh, my ears, something just went in my head. I don't understand what it was either. Corvus is on the task. I still want to know what's making her do the zoomies. And even though this isn't needed, I still like to get rid of it. Ooh, table. Corvus. I would say generally there's a place down here, but right now I think it's taken over by an ancient danger that I would normally use. So what I'm going to do is this is being used. This I have plans for this. This is generally unusable. I've got plans for this. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Build copy into that. Door goes into that. Door goes there. Copy goes there. And build, not build, store resources. For right now, I'll just put that right there. Store wood. I did not cover that. You want to know what? I just actually may leave Corvus like that. Perpetual zoomies. I did everything in my power to make her slower. Because previously it was overdone like just like a millisecond. No, not so much. Ah, damn it. Well, you can eat out in the open. What is it, alfresca? Just eat out in a pavilion. That actually helps me out a bit, too. Too marshy, huh? Requires a bridge. If I want to build on this stuff, I'm going to have to do a bridge. Crap. Deconstruct these, please. What? Need recreation variety. Question, can I build on this? Yes, I can! Yes, I can. So, right now, what's in storage? Oh man, I didn't bring those along, because usually I would have thrown the excuse, because I would have brought a poker table and used it as an excuse for Risha. Risha has a habit of gambling. And using that gambling to steal from others while playing cards or craps and all. Not actually the money being wagered, but pickpocketing or information. Usually information, but most of the time just pure old monetary gain. Floor. Fine wood floor. Good. Fine wood floor. Fine wood floor. Oh, I so love everything having the zoomies. Except for her. Oh, she can fly. Yes. That means she. That's why I gave her wings. She did not, however, drink Red Bull. You just and just poof. That may explain why she's so speedy. Her flight ability. See, she goes choo 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 and boom. Oh, the pristine assembler can actually do that as well. Besides what it normally does. That is interesting. Rather good to know. You want to know what? I totally forgot about this here. So if this is here, oh shit, an ideogram. I suddenly have ideas about that. And they're not necessarily pleasant ones. Entertainment. For right now, let's put a poker room in that. Furniture, door, chairs. For now, let's just make this a poker room. Risha would be go, yay! The only thing she's not going to go yay about is that I'm not going to set limit. I'm not going to set a limit right now. It's just an open table. Oh, we don't have one of those now, do we? Build. Or slab. Wouldn't know it for right now. Is this? Yeah, that's on the same plane. Until those get built, I'm not putting a roof over this. However, I'm putting a roof over this to protect it. Because those cryo caskets are valuable technology. And a viable resource, and along with that comms unit. Which, as at the moment, I'm not going to use. Dude's question. Where's my geothermals? I don't have my generators. I do not have my generators. I just tried searching for them on the map and they did not appear. Oh, crap. This does not look well. Because cryosleep caskets can actually be useful. Let's just put it where I normally put it. This has gotten to a swell start. now, I need a place to put this. Build copy. Still fast. Where to put it, where to put it, where to... I know what I need to do. That is for guest. That is for guest. Torgust. Fargust. No, seriously, it's Fargust. It is for guest. See? You Fargust? Botched construction. Who botched construction? Did it? I doubt the dog botched construction. Because the dog can never do any wrong. It only knows what it knows, and what it knows is it's not wrong. What it knows is it's a good peppers. Okay, that is 42. Marisha's over here sleeping in the cold. And Sooty's sleeping in the rain. Okay, furniture, bedding. No, it's in animals. Animals. Bedding. Seeing as this has served as the barn now. Ooh, gold. Don't got any hay, so... Actually, we do got gold. That just went in. Okay, husbandry, egg box. Four. Husbandry. Where was that? Cloth, animal tarp. Since we have the cloth, and I did not put a roof over this to keep it from deteriorating as fast. I need something to store, basically to store chunks in. Boulders. Like an industrial dumpster. For now, I'll put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, allow all. Copy settings. Paste settings. Paste settings. Paste. 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 As I say, it's already full. It's already full, folks. Yeah, those components also need to. I need to put a. Have them put a roof over this. Even if it is a corrugated, a thin sheet of corrugation. Animal fill. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I've been so busy on all that, I didn't. Just kind of getting resources and all going, didn't. I didn't think about getting resources and all going. Ooh, good. The fertility of that is like 100 plus. Hey. Ooh. This is good soil. Very good soil. Strawberries. Smoke leaf. Just that little patch right there is smoke leaf. And I need to get a drink of coffee here. Why is it smoke leaf? Sooty insists. If we keep her from being bored, we may have a chance. Low medicine. I brought 100, didn't I? Fudge. I know what that calls for. Heal root. You want to know what gives me the more hesitation? It's not the monolith here, the fallen monolith. It's the ideogram on the ground. I don't want to disturb the ideogram. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to use it. I'm not going to touch it. If they want to use it, they will. Okay, what the hell happened? Yeah, we're not going to have blood loss. You probably got hit by a slime, didn't you? Something about written, like kanji or kanji. Why didn't anybody tell me I had a visitor? Cloud area, they may go wherever they please. Oh, they're cultists. Ruinage. Death Acidifier. I just wanna... take that off. Was that something along the lines of when the sun goes down? Because it kind of sounded like that along the English, but... By the way, if you want to learn Japanese or anything, watch anime in its native language. I don't know if that's Japanese or what. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Is that on? Okay, yeah, that's on. Otherwise it'd be... You can't see a damn thing. Like, oh, it must be day. Hopperdo. Low medicine, need defense, tattered appearance. Hungry pin animals. Fine, fine, fine. I'll be kind of magnanimous. Even though technically chickens are omnivores. Okay, store. We got feeding troughs. There's the skip. Right, if I don't got feeding troughs, I'm going to be a little bit boo-boo. Okay, animal feeding. Hay and kibble. Like, are these full already? Manage. Order. Haul urgently. Haul that shit urgently. Haul that shit urgently. Haul that urgently. There is 2 places for it. You are just not thinking well enough. Good. Ooh. I always wanted to do that with that. We do rustic. No, no, no. I want to deconstruct that, and deconstruct that. I don't want it ornate. I want it doubled. Okay, and make. Research, simple research goes over here. Do I want it over here? Actually, I kind of want it over here, away from the door. I can't do that until they do that. Dude, you had one job. And it did that one job. Okay. Allow all. Crack, 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 crack. Just how I'm sitting. Yeah, I know I don't have to tell y'all how I'm adjusting that I'm adjusting how I'm positioned, but it's a force of habit from VTubing. Hmm. Store. No, floor. An alphanumerical system would actually be nice for this. Just it listed in alphanumerical or more like put the floor with the put building in floor. You know, because you got walls, doors, and I'll put the floor in here instead of having it over here. Please me. I'm more curious why this is here isn't. Oh, is it the nature? I was going to say, is it the nature of the thing? It's the nature of the thing. Oh, quit laying down on the job, dude. I was going to say, ooh, do I need more beds? I need more beds. Or animal bedding. Animal sleep area. Oh, those dragon pillows actually do. Hmm. I didn't realize. And just one more thing before I call it into the stream because I want to get the food in. Meat. No, that's metal. I don't want metal. I want meals. Meat. Raw foods. Sweets. Caravan food. That goes for medicine. Not what I meant, but kind of what it was. Got medicines and drugs. You have to build a separate one for drugs. Two for drugs. No one Risha. Yeah, I really don't care. Ooh, good, they're actually moving it from here to here. Why do you have components? And you wanna know what? There's just one last thing. Delete that. Haul this immediately. Yeah, I know the bots don't have anywhere to go. That's the whole point. I forgot how horrible those guys are. Are you snacking? Well, if it's the chocolate, just make sure it's chocolate milk that we get from you next time. Is that full? Yep, that full. I know I keep saying one last thing, but that's kind of this game. I just need to do one more thing. One more, just one more. Just one more. You don't understand it. I just need to do it one more time. Crap. These are already decomposing. Crap. Well, I guess that'll wait for later. I'm gonna say, like, I just realized what this music is. I'm curious. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna resurrect her. Like hell I am. That's a mind flare. That's an illithid. Like hell I am gonna resurrect her. Bodyguard dead. Baseliner. Okay. Like hell I'm gonna resurrect Caprilis or Capriles. Whatever. Okay, that's Mills. Food. Sweets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do more. Just like regulate it for something for just sunflower seeds. Because everything's starting to come back. But anyways, folks, I'm going to save it. And I am going to the main menu. Because it's definitely been over 2 hours. And my yawning says I need more coffee. That or my neck's starting to act up, and it's also starting to act up. So I'm going to say, with all that, this is the end of the episode. Do what you normally do, because I know I will be. I'm not going to go through the spiel beyond saying, catch you on the bounce. Later.